What's going on, guys? Welcome to GregglesTV Daily, your source for daily tech news. Make sure you subscribe so you know what's going on in the world of tech. Happy New Year 2017. We're in it, guys. I hope you had a fantastic night last night. I didn't do much. Like I said, I ended up going out with to my wife's family's house and chilled there. We had some food. We didn't even do the countdown. I was in bed before midnight. I know, boring, right? But anyways, I hope you had an awesome time. Also, I posted a video yesterday, and thank you so much for all the kind words. A lot of you guys left a lot of nice stuff. I didn't respond to nearly any of it just because I've been so busy the last couple days. Thank you so much, guys. I did see the comments. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. The winner of the 15,000 subscriber giveaway, I'm probably saying this username wrong, but it's like Eases13. If you go back to that video where I did the 15,000 subscriber giveaway, I already told her she was the winner. She gave me her email address. I'm already shipping it out today, so she will have it sometime this week. Congratulations to the winner and everyone else that entered. I appreciate it. I will do more giveaways as the year goes on, guys, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Let's get to the news. Snapdragon 835 is going to be one of the most popular, high-powered, fastest processors that will come out in 2017. You see, I didn't mess up and say 2016. 2017 Snapdragon 835, and it most likely will be the processor that powers the Galaxy S8 for Samsung. Now, they're gonna announce this at CES, which I will be at, so I'm gonna try to hopefully get a little bit of coverage of that, maybe, if it's cool anyway. But anyways, the Snapdragon 835 will be announced, and some of the specs, someone got some of the slides that will be released at CES, and they're very interesting. Let's check these out. It's gonna have an Adreno 540 to play high-powered games. If you look at down here, it says smaller and more efficient transistors. It's saying that more feature integration, smaller die size and package, thinner phones, which we already have very thin phones, larger batteries, lower power, and better battery life, which is all very important to mobile phones. If you continue looking down, you're gonna see the Snapdragon 835 versus the Snapdragon 801. Now that has 50% less power that it uses, meaning you're gonna get better battery life, but also way better performance at the same time. Even versus the 820, it looks like you're probably getting, I guess, 15 to 20% better battery consumption, power consumption. So that's amazing. You're also gonna get a 20% performance uplift over range of use cases with VR and web browsing. So that's awesome. Also, 80% of the time is spent on efficiency cluster, meaning it's just gonna always try to be more efficient than it was in the past. So the Snapdragon 835 looking like an absolute beast, especially when you can power that with at least 6 gigabytes, maybe 8 gigabytes of RAM in that Galaxy S8. I cannot wait to try this processor. If I'm able to try the Snapdragon 835 out at CES, I definitely will. I don't know, obviously I won't have all my apps on there, but maybe I'll be able to tell some big difference. Probably not, but it'd be interesting to try it out before it's released to the major public at hand. And lastly, ASUS should be announcing their new Chromebook Flip 2, which is a Chromebook, obviously, like I said, and it's also, you can use it kind of like as a tablet, and the Flipbook 1 can run Android apps, which is awesome. Obviously, you can get multiple functionality out of that. Now, the Flip 2 takes us to a whole nother level. This should be announced at CES. The specs on this are fairly decent. Let's check these out. You're looking to get a 12.5-inch 1080p display with an Intel Pentium processor 4505Y, which is a dual-core processor, 4 gigabytes of RAM, 32 gigabytes of eMMC flash storage, HD graphics 515 from Intel. It's going to weigh 2.65 pounds and just 0.5 inches thin. You're also going to get Bluetooth 4.0, 2 USB Type-C ports, 2 USB 3.0 ports, HDMI output, micro SD card slot, backlit keyboard, microphone and headphone combo jack. Now it is looking like it's gonna be a little bit expensive at $499. This thing should be $399 at the absolute most. Really should probably be about $299 for the mass public to really dig their teeth into this and buy it. $500 for a Chromebook, I think, is just a little bit too high for what it can do versus, say, like a Windows computer. You know, you could buy a Windows computer for probably 300 bucks, pop out the hard drive and put an SSD drive in, and you have a beast of a machine under 400 bucks. You might not have a backlit keyboard, but like the stuff that they're adding in there, I mean, it does have a touch screen, but regardless, it's not a huge deal. I do like that hopefully it will be able to run Android. That's a big deal because when you get Chromebook functionality and then Android app functionality, you're basically getting everything you could want in a computer and a tablet in one with a 1080p display. It's tough to buy anything nowadays if it doesn't at least have a 1080p display. That's where your cutoff should be when you buy a computer. Get that 1080p display, work your way up. Plus, touchscreen functionality, people that are used to using their tablets and their phones to pinch in and zoom out, and just sometimes I like we have a Windows computer and I like being able to touch the screen when I want to or when I need to, and it feels natural to me, whereas when I have my MacBook I can't do that. So it's nice to have that functionality built into that Chromebook. Guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I do this every single day, 2 videos a day. I don't mess around anymore. My product of the day is the Arlo security camera. I talked about it yesterday. Actually, I always do that. I talked about it this morning. I made the video yesterday and released it this morning. Check it out. It's a very cool product. I have mine outside right now, and it hasn't caught anything crazy. It gets a lot of miss alerts because it sees the trees going in it. Unfortunately, it tells me that it's going, that there's some kind of movement, but it's very cool. Their web interface is fairly easy to use. It goes for I believe $130, and it comes with a base station. And with that base station, you can add more cameras. So very, very cool. My question of the day is, what do you think about Chromebooks? Are you interested in them? Are you not interested in them? I actually like them a lot. Probably will end up getting my mother a Chromebook as her next computer. She doesn't do a lot of gaming or anything like that. And the gaming she does with Flash games, and it can play Flash. The screens are usually high res at least 1080p, touch screen, backlit keyboards. They boot up really fast because they have that flash storage. Whereas with a Windows computer, she doesn't need all that functionality. If she still wants to be able to do Word documents and spreadsheets, she can still do that with Google Docs and all that other stuff. So what do you think about Chromebooks? I'm very curious to know down below. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you're having a fantastic new year. See you down the road. Peace. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles. What's going on, guys? Welcome to GregglesTV Daily, your source for daily tech news.